Are we on? Is this on? I made a video yesterday and deleted it. I actually uploaded it to YouTube. I deleted it. It wasn't worthy of your time. It was anyway. So you missed, and it was like an hour-long video. So I don't think this is gonna be an hour-long video because it's late and with a nice Saturday. And what happened is I started going off on too many tangents that nobody needs to hear. I don't mind tangents, as we all know, but some things are best left unsaid. So after a sober second thought and a good sleep, I deleted it. Now, what I did yesterday in the video is I used this thing, my Dremel, which is not plugged in right now, and I cut, because I mentioned that I needed these holes, because of course I'm using new Monorail car base plates, because these ones have the nubs worn completely right off the connector here, and so they do not stay onto the actual Monorail motor. And so what I did, and I just disconnect this, is I made new holes. You can see that right there. Now I tried to make these ones nicer by using the Dremel and my knife. So and the 2x2 electric plate fits right through that. And yeah, the power pickups, which is fantastic. So I did that, and then I put it on here, and then I connected it to, what's going on here? That's good. I connected it to here. I'm gonna put this one on, put that one on. And to test this, I put the light on here. So I'm gonna put that in the center. If the light turns on, they're not cross-connected. I think you can see the light. Let me see. Yeah, you can see, there you go. So, and of course it can still only go in one way, because if you go backwards, the pickups become a bird's nest. So there we go. Things that you cannot do with a regular Monorail. Just go backwards a little bit. So the pickups are good, and so what I'm going to do now is and notice when the train goes around, the Monorail goes around, the pickups, because they are braided wire, clean the copper. So it's a bonus, because the copper does get oxidized sitting in the garage, and I do keep on meaning to bring the copper in the house, but that never seems to happen. So, oh my God, it's been a long day. We hit the Valley Villages today, by the way, so that was interesting. Every Valley Village had Lego. We went to 3, and every one of them had Lego. Now, some of it was behind the desk or the counter, and the nice little display shelf. A couple friend sets, a couple brick heads. I wasn't interested in buying, I don't know which brick heads, and I don't know which friend sets. The third one we went to, the last one we went to, had a lot of Lego on the display wall, on the wall. I posted on my Facebook page. I took pictures and uploaded it. Said I'm not buying it. There was about at least 20 bags of Lego, and they were all $4.99. Some were $3.99, but the rest of them were basically $4.99. It was not just Lego. It was a lot of, not even Mega Bloks, some other third-party crap. And the majority of the bags were full of this, like it all came from one lot. You can tell it all came from one lot. It looked like Playmobil. It had Playmobil figures in them. There was, I would say, roughly 20% Lego to 80% Playmobil and other crap. The 20% Lego was classic Lego, 70s and early 80s Lego. And it did have classic space parts in there. There was a gray 4x4x2 cone with axle hole, you know, so it's newer, it's not the original. And it had a couple gray wing plates, 4x8 wing plates, and other miscellaneous parts and pieces. So I was thinking immediately, oh, where's this coming from? I was yawning all night until I got down here. I was thinking a 918, but I didn't see, and there was a lot of blue. a lot of blue Lego pieces, including 2x2 inverted slopes. So that's, you know, a few of those. And I thought, oh, it could be other things too, absolutely. But I did not buy them because I will leave that work. Again, my fundamental lazy, axiomatic lifestyle, fundamentally lazy. I would not want to waste time sorting out 20 bags, 20 plus bags, just for the 100 pieces of Lego I could find in there. And most of them are just basic. And there, as I said, there was a few classic space pieces, old light gray and blue, and I didn't see trans yellow, I didn't see anything else. I did no printed bricks. So I said, I'm not gonna bother. I just left it there. So somebody else can pick up the 20 bags and do the sorting themselves. Because I got better things to do with my time, like fix the monorail. So what I'm gonna be doing now, and I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it on camera, but what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm going to be putting the train back together, because of course you can see it is completely apart with the various pieces and parts. And I think this one, I did build this thing for the top to come off. You know, just it is something I did just because I needed to get everything back together. So I'm going to run this wire. What I did before is, if we get the minifigs, you can see the minifig even has 1x2 in the bottom. So I can run the wire on one half of it and the minifig on the other half. And then this thing goes on top. Now my thing is, I try to make this as robust as possible, but this is going to be an interesting thing because I never did this before. I've always taken the whole thing apart. So I'm going to see if I can put this on here and see if I can actually get this thing to do what I want it to do. And hide the light. Put this thing here, and this is start from the front and work my way back. So that was easier than I thought. The issue now is that the wiring is all underneath here and I can't get access to it. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more extensive work by taking this stuff apart. I did come up with a better idea for the back part here, but that remains to be seen. I'm going to have to put the wire, the guys on that side, I got to get the wire moved over from the pickups, because right now it's in the center, and that would interfere. Come on, come on. I'm gonna get a pair of tweezers, which were here just 5 seconds ago. Just saw them. And nope, 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 nope. I could use my needle nose, but I just saw the tweezers. This is the problem with having a messy desk. And again, oh, there they are, buried. A messy desk is not a nice thing to have when you're doing this kind of stuff. I don't want to take this whole thing apart. So that's good, but that goes down. Yeah, it's like these things just don't want to. Put that right there, perfect. Put that right there, excellent. The guy now, no, come on, I need my tweezers again, because the wire moved. There we go. So now that my minifig goes in, let me just show you, right there. And he's only held on by 2 studs, if at all, because right now he's not locking into place. There we go. Driver. That's important. I'm gonna pull that so it's nice and tight. And then I'm gonna put the wiring all back in. I'm gonna put one window. The other thing I did is try to get the minifigs in here. What's this go to? I don't know what that goes to. Huh. That is confusing me. Ah, that goes out. Yes, that goes to a connector. This guy. Did I put this thing on the wrong side? I put this on the wrong side. I don't think it matters. This is this is the 9-volt connector, and that is supposed to be on, yes. So this is the wrong side. This is supposed to be the front, but I'm gonna make it the back now, just because I can. Don't mind me talking. This is what I did yesterday, by the way, and this is what got me into trouble, because I kept on blathering on, doing all this work, and then not realizing what I was saying until the end. I'm going, did I talk too much in this one? I always talk too much. So this comes up here, and I'm going to take this piece off using my, not my nails. Oh, goodness me. 2x8 power plate. Yeah, I can't go in this one, so I thought I'd take this whole thing apart. Okay, this comes off again, because it's not supposed to go in this one, it's supposed to go in the other one. Because, oh my goodness, this is not turning out the way I wanted it to, but hey, that's part of life. This guy, because this wire has to go to the front, and this wire has to let me just figure this out. This wire also has to go to the front, because that's where the 2x8 power pickup is, the electric plate is. So let's try this again on the right side this time, on the correct side, not necessarily the right side. Okay, so push this down, get the wire out of the way. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I've made a few mocks in my life that I was impressed with. Not too many. I like this guy. I really do. It looks spacey enough, and yet not spacey. It looks like the monorail. It looks like it could have been a set. Now, I will also say on this thing that this monorail is stupid heavy. It's a lot of bricks in here. It weighs a little bit, and this is why it killed batteries very, very quickly, which is, you know, a shame. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can fix that up. So that is that. This is that. I'm gonna have to get the tweezers in here again. Pull that up. Pull it to the side. Push these lights down. There we go. Now, where's this guy? That's not him. Ooh, it is a Benny. Yes, I have a Benny driving this guy. I don't think that's what in the original org chart. I don't know if I could dig up the org chart. The org chart for my layout, I don't think it had a Benny driving this thing. I do not have at my readily disposal, I can't find them, but a 1x2 black plate. So let me go get one. A 1x2 black plate. I do have a few videos of the monorail going around the loop, this monorail specifically, and you can just see Benny's big happy face. And so Benny represents us. Yay, Benny. So now that is done, and I missed the back door and these parts here, so put that on here. I don't want to take that off yet. I'm gonna have to, because these things have to go to here, and then the door. I mean, the door, such as it is, it's missing. It is missing a part. It's like this thing is missing pieces, and I don't know why. I'm gonna use this one. Oh, this one is one higher. So, oh, I see what I did. You know, sometimes I don't pay attention. Okay, many times I don't pay attention. And you guys are just like get my stream of consciousness right now, and I'm going to apologize for that in advance. It was oh, for the love of everything, this is what happens when you build mocks like this, where it's kind of flimsy and breaks, you know, a lot. Okay, so that is much way better. And then put these things on. One there, one there. There we go. And now this guy is all buttoned up, hopefully. We can test it really quick by putting, and I should replace those, but I'm not going to. By putting this thing there, and actually, I don't have to do that because I can just put this thing on here. You will see, get this thing in the scene, because the power pickups are already on this guy, and yeah, I got it. There we go. That's a little better. Might have to trim those. We'll have to see. So this is there. Now if I turn this on and then connect this 9-volt wire to these things, the lights come on. I'm sorry, I love this. This makes me happy. Just seeing, okay, it's not holding on nicely. Let's see, I don't think I can do it from the other side. That's even better. What I did do is I put life lights, flashy blinky lights in here. The problem is that it resets itself if there's even a momentary loss of connectivity to the power. So it doesn't work very well going around the rails, just for the nature of it. But anyway, I can't lose sleep over that. So now this side is done. And now we get to this side, which is a more critical side. Actually, this side, I forgot one more thing. So here's a torso guy with a hard hat, and I can take the lid off. And very carefully, come on. And what I did is I hid all the wires underneath that black stuff down there, and then I put this guy right here. So he's going around in the train. Let's put it back there, so you can see him in the window. So it's fake. I mean, the guy doesn't have legs. But and now, where did, oh, for the love of everything, it didn't fall inside, did it? Oh, this guy, this side. There we go. That is way better. Now the guys are inside. The wires are hanging out the back. Not looking as pretty as it could yet. And the monorails, the pickups are looking. I'm gonna have to figure out a better method of doing this, but for now, that is good enough for Canada. So now this guy, and you can see this is the original. Those are just wires with the insulation removed. It's good enough for now. It'll be good enough for the show in a couple days. Let's do this one now. Just gonna go from that side. Put that there. This is, I mean, technically, I really should just rebuild these whole things from scratch, but that's a lot of work. I've taken these monorails apart far too many times now in my life, and if I can get away with taking the whole thing apart and building it up from the base plate up, just by doing that, I'm going to do that. Now, here's a scratch. See that scratch right there? That's because the monorail falls off the train track sometimes, the monorail track. That is going across bricks. I don't know if that actually comes off. It does come off. Look at that. I'm cleaning my monorail track. Anywho, that's odd. So we go here, and now this is all on. And now what I did before is I put the 2x8 down here at the bottom, which is what you do. And then I put the power pickup, has to point that way. And I did try to literally hide everything in here. So it's very difficult to fit everything in here. So that goes there, and then this one comes over here. and that goes there like that. That's why I had to make it longer. So now I got the 2 power pickups on there, and now I got to get the train connector, this thing that goes to the train. I put it right at the back. There we go, like that. And let's just see, by the way, if this is all connected minus the lights. Okay, let's get that back there. And why am I not seeing anything? Oh, right, because it's, but this thing should be working. Good times. Down, backwards. You're not seeing the train controller. Here's the train controller's off camera. There's the train controller. If the second I get, I don't know what that was. Something called. The minute I get an idea of how to make these pickups so you can go forward and backwards, I'm gonna be the happiest guy in the world. I guess, again, I mentioned I tried other things. I tried that little piece of copper that's been on my desk until I need it right now, this exact second. Probably fell on the floor just now. I thought the copper was going to be a winner. It turns out, nope, not really. So that's that. And now I have to figure out how to get this thing on here. And what did I do last time? I think I just put it on here. That would interfere with the door. Yeah, that has to plug into it. I think maybe put that in there. Again, Robin Hendricks, I mean, this is a 9-volt to 3-volt converter that you can buy from Life Lights. I don't know if he still has them. It's kind of antiquated now with the new stuff, with the USBs. But this, okay, I'm gonna turn the motor off. This, I should have got a lot more back in the day because, again, I use RCXs that are 9-volt, and these things are just fantastic. I think what I did to be able to, because the issue is, and I don't know if you can see this, I'm gonna sort of try to tilt this thing this way so you can see it because it's connected to everything. You have to get the studs through the holes. There's 4 holes here that are electroplated, so it'll conduct electricity, and you can put it right on top of the 9-volt connector, but then you can see it sticking out the back. So that, I think what I did before is I put it on here, and then I put it farther up. Oh, maybe I didn't. Because all those wires are in the way. Huh. I think I wired it differently last time. And right now, because the wires are coming up to go to the trains, to the pickups, so I can't just fit this thing on here right now. Or I turn it around. Maybe I can turn it around. Go this way. That might do it. Yeah, that did it. Okay. There. It's in there. Now the issue, of course, is that there's a lot of wiring here. That's gonna be fun. And let's just see, put it back on here, and then turn this on. There we go. All lit up, and the motor works. So there you go. There you be. Now I have to figure out how to get the wires working properly. I'm gonna move this thing out of my way. I'm gonna move this over here. The motor goes in the middle. I made all these wires longer so I could do this, and yet somehow it seems like they're all too short. It's fantastic. They go around the monorail motor. So I think I missed something here. I messed something up. This guy has to come up here. It's good. There we go. So now the motor is in the middle. Fantastic. And this is the front. Fantastic. And that can come out there. This wire can come out there. Push that down. I'm going to try one more thing before I put all this back together. I'm going to take this thing apart again, unfortunately. And I'm going to try, I'm going to disconnect this. Very good. I'm going to disconnect this one. Very good. the 2x8 electric plate, I put the 2x2 connectors in the middle. I'm going to try to push it up as far as I possibly can. I don't know if I can put it up there. Let's get up there. All the wires are in the way. All the wires! All those dastardly wires are in the way. And I can't go backwards. Maybe I go to the side. Yeah, that would do it. Going to the side. Just have to remember that the other one has to go to the side too. And then that would go there. And this one would go here. So now I have more space. Space for space, as they say. And this can go on top. Not as nicely as I want it to, because it's pinching the wire. But I can't do too much about that. This still gets back to there. That's good. That goes to the motor. All this wiring that you can't see me doing because it's like whatever. So why did I do all that? That seems to be an awful waste. Why? I just do all that to get rid of some space. Okay, if we put that there, and then we put this there, and then we put this one there. Okay, the wires are not to the side, and put this on top there, and pull him out there. Okay, this is looking a little better. And I put this guy, connect him back up. And I put him there. Oh, that's why I was doing that. Because it was, there we go, done. And then let's put him back up here, make sure everything's lit up. Everything is lit up. And motor's working. Done. And now I should be able to, I have enough space to get the wire down. Okay. I built that all wrong. That would have been bad. And this is why never mind. You guys didn't get that. I put the plate on the bottom there so the wires can come out nicely. Okay, so all the wires have to come through that little hole between the two cars, or the car and the motor. These wires have to get hidden better. And stuff them in. And I am thankful when I designed this thing originally, although it was not the original intent. This little block of blocks here, the block things, you can see I stuff all the wires into it. So when I put the windows on it, you don't see the wires. And that's kind of important, to not see the wires. I can go here onto there, right in the middle, hold that down. Excellent. That's good, that's good, this is good. Oh, it's good, very, very good. It's working so well. I'm gonna put the window here. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm gonna put it back over here so you can see me doing this work. You know, there's no amount of effort that I'm willing to not commit to so you guys can get a good show. Professional to the bone. This is a professional show. There we go. So this one, you can actually put a half minifig on, and I had a half minifig, but I'm just going to use this guy. Although he has no hands, I don't want to use that guy. Here he is. This is the guy I had in there. He's the original stickered torso guy, and I put him in here just because I wanted to. So there's that. There's these things go in the bottom here, like that. And there should be another one somewhere. There he is. I like to go dancing. There's a bunch of authors. We've been living in hovels, spending a lot of money on brand new novels. I don't want to get demonetized, although that's not necessarily a concern of mine. But I don't think you guys want to hear me singing. Sing, sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing of good things, not bad. That song, this is the problem with this one. Sing of happy, not sad. So this is an old school technique, and again, I did seriously mean to use, I think it's the 1x1x2 with studs on them. You can buy them now on the sides to get past this Technic 1x1 brick with peg, because this is what happens. They always fall off. I should have come up with a better design, and yet I did not. I always say, have a song in your heart, a spring in your step. Haven't had a bad day in my life. Okay. I'm going to put this guy back on somehow. Or maybe, no. The sticker guy's gonna stay off for now. Gotta put him over here. Okay, so now where am I? The door is ajar, or a door, whatever we're gonna call it. And put him down. So wait, I should, before I do that, hide these extra. So this is gonna come in here. I forgot what that goes there like that. And this guy is a little long, which is good, but I think he was wrapped around the motor, but I don't think I can do that right now. Right there, maybe. I don't know. Where is my motor cowling? Oh, it's right there. This is something I just put together one day to hide the motor in here. It sort of matches. And then this is the last thing to go down. And what do we have? We may have, hopefully, a non-lit up working monorail. Come on! Damn you, wire. I have to take this whole thing apart. Hold this back, whole has to come off. So I have to figure out now why these things are not lighting up. I'm gonna turn off the motor and put it back on the track. So when I talk to myself, because I don't talk to myself, but when I do this stuff, okay, that's fine. Let's just put it the other way. Here, that's gonna be better. And hopefully I can put it the other way. Maybe again. That does work better. I should have tested that. My fault. I didn't test that. And that might make my life a little easier here too, by putting the wires on top, putting the black. I did mention in the last night's video that I deleted that I am definitely now at that age that people make fun of, like when you're driving and you're looking for an address on a road, so you're driving with loud music, because I still like my loud music, but when you're actually reading the street numbers, the address numbers, that I turned on the radio. like why? I have no idea. It's one of those things that old people do. And why are you not just stay on? It's like I should just hit the thing with the soldering gun and then just be done with it. It's like when I put that on there, it doesn't work anymore. So let's try this way again. I should probably just drip some solder on that thing and just make sure that these wires are not pinching, that they're flat. that make me happy? Not much. But, as I always like to say, good enough for Canada. That's what's going to happen. See, that doesn't work very well. It is literally amazing to me that I made these wires extra long and now they just don't like me. So let's get rid of that there. Put that down there. Put those down there. See if I can get that piece out. How? Twizzlers. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Sorry about that. Yeah, I am now at that stage in my life where I will turn on the radio when I'm looking for an address, a street number. It is what it is. Again, I like the idea of getting old, so I do not mind the fact that I am getting old. Let's see, this thing shakes around and comes apart. I don't like that. It has to be on, but whatever. Okay, these things can come off. Put these things back on. Make sure the lighting stays on when I'm doing this time. This is when you get all this wiring in here, this is invariably what happens when it's overcomplicated. And I keep on trying to not make it overcomplicated, but trying to get all this wiring into the small spot of the monorail. I mean, I can make it bigger, but then this adds more weight. And then, yeah, then you're working on making a bigger monorail. 6 wide is good enough. I don't think I want to go to 8 wide monorail, although that would be interesting. Put this back on here, and it immediately lights up, which is awesome. Put this back down here. I don't know if that's going to be any good. Now what? Are these not sitting properly? That shouldn't be anything. What is going on with this thing? What is going on here? I think these things are interfering with the thing. Those things should not be interfering. There we go. The wires were interfering. So the one thing I still have to improve is that this thing is now not connecting at the back properly. So I have to figure that out, but I think that's a story for another day. I'm just going to take that piece off so it's not pinched and be happy with that. Let me turn off this light. Let me turn off this light. Let me turn off this light. So many lights here. And then let me turn off the light over here. Huh. Now you can see as you bring it down, it does dim. But it's always on full speed anyway. One of my original plans. Let me turn this thing back on. There we go. One of my original plans was when these things hit the monorail stations, where all the stations run the track, that it would go from 7 to 0 steps, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So it's like slow down. It's hard to do that with the monorail, first of all, because as you see, this is with the train controller. You can't do that with the RCX. I mentioned that before. So RCX is basically either on or off. I also, this is the interesting part. If I was using LDCC, which is utterly fantastic, thank you, Mark Riley. If I was using LDCC, when it stops, the lights will still be flashing because the LDCC chip has a separate output for lights. So it would, because the track is at 9 volts all the time, and it reads the signal going through the 9-volt rails into the chip, and the chip controls the motor. So you say LDC1, stop the motor. So the motor stops, but the lights still stay on, which is a really cool feature because like when I do this, the lights turn off, which I don't mind, but LDCC would change that. The LDC, the lights would still be on, it's still flashy. But the issue with the LDCC is the LDCC has to be controlled by the RCX for the programming to work. So you can do that. Right now, the RCX takes care of literally everything. The light sensors, the power to the track, blah, blah, blah. LDCC, you get an RCX, and I usually have 2 within reach, and I don't have them written. But anyway, you have RCX1 that is running regular firmware with a program on it, and LDCC RCX programmed firmware. And so the RCX will send an IR signal to the LDCC RCX to say, stop that train or start that train. And there's no acknowledgement from LDCC RCX back to the RCX saying it received the message, because it's an IR message. And sometimes those get lost because it's just light. I did have a whole bunch of RCXs and LDCC working back and forth. Again, if you look at Palisade Bill, I go back into my channel from 20 years ago. I had an RCX with regular firmware on it, and I had an LDCC RCX with LDCC on it. And what happened was, as the regular RCX had all the light sensors and rotation sensors and touch sensors on it. And so the program would run and say, hey, the train passed this zone, broke the light stream, stop that train. And then the RCX itself would send a signal to the other RCX, to the LDCC, saying, stop train 1. And then train 1 would stop. The issue, as I said, is the IR sometimes didn't work. For whatever reason, it was 100%. It was like 95.5%. It was never 100%. So 95% of the time, the train would stop. The 5% of the time, the train would keep going and smash into something. so not show worthy. And so I eliminated the LDCC RCX. Now, if you're just using LDCC by itself without the programming, it works perfect, because you can have your own speed sensors. They made a variable control using the rotation sensor for LDCC, and so you can manually control all your trains. And even with the IR remote, you can control all your trains, and on or off, just by pushing stop buttons and start buttons. The issue is I wanted the programming. I wanted this train to stop at every single station, right? That's the whole point of having the train stop at a station. And so I eliminated the LDCC, 1 RCX, well, actually 2 now, but because I have like 5 like loops of motorized things, 4 monorails and 1 train track. So the RCX sensor port 1 and motor output 1 controls 1 loop of track. And so at sensor port 1 is the light sensor that says, oh, the train just broke the stream. And so from there, at times, oh, it's 4 seconds to the first stop. And then it sends a signal, it turns off the power to the track. It turns off the power to output 1. And then waits 10 seconds and then goes to the next station, which is 15 seconds, and then stops, and another 20 seconds, and it stops. And so I have every motor output on my RCXs and every sensor input tied to a specific monorail or train loop. And it works perfectly fine. An RCX, 1 RCX will power 3 loops. I've run it on a million shows. Now, again, I'm not one of these wizards of mathematics and or electrical engineering to know how much amperage is being drawn by the motors to see if the motor output of the RCX, one of those motor outputs, is capable of handling the train or the monorails. But so far, No issues. Because LDCC, what they did on the RCX is basically they take the 2x8 electric plate and they basically cross over all the motor outputs. So instead of, and again, I don't know the numbers, but let's just say each motor output, A, B, and C, each one of those is 1 amp. They're not, but say they're 1 amp, right? And so I have 1 amp powering one loop. What the LCC does is that you cross them all over with the 2x8 plate, and all of a sudden you have 3 amps. So LDCC turns on and off all 3 ports at the same time with the same information. So if it's like speed 2, they're all speed 2. If it's speed 2 reverse, it's all speed 2 reverse. And therefore you just put the one power pickup on that 2x8 plate to run your entire train layout. I did that too. At my Palisade Villa. That's exactly what I did. The entire layout, all 3 train loops, were connected to one 2x2 electric plate, put onto that 2x8 electric plate. It's across all 3 motor outputs of the RCX. I know it's complicated. Those who get it will get it. And that worked fine. LDCC by itself works fine. I actually loved it. We did a few shows using LDCC. It works wonderfully. My problem is I like programming, so I can just step back and watch it do its own thing. Robotics in my monorail, which is fantastic. And this is why I don't even know where those RCXs are right now. I hope they're in the box. I should go check to make sure they didn't die, and I have to upload firmware when I'm there. And the program, which is on this laptop. There's a lot you can do with the older stuff. There is so much you can do with the older stuff. Like all the new stuff is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I love the new stuff. I don't use too much of it. And again, I have a lot of my friends that I worked with and built robots with back in the day that went off to do third-party stuff for Lego. So they're more powerful motors. And even to get into the minutiae of different radius for train tracks, because when you're doing a train show, the Lego track is very, very sharp, and when you go to a real train layout or the HO or O scale or whatever, you see that the curves are very, very gradual. And so there's been third-party people producing Lego train track for the hobbyist, so they can make beautiful layouts. And my friend Anthony Sava, with his engines that handle the slow curves far better than the sharp curves. And so all this third-party stuff is fantastic. And so a lot of my friends went in to make all the different things, and I love them for it. My thing is that, again, it comes to money, time, and space. I mentioned that before. The 3 things that limit my ability to do any of that stuff. I already own the RCXs. I already own them. I already own a million sensors. Well, lots of sensors. I already own the monorail. I already own everything I need to own. I don't have to go out and get something new. And it's something I'm extremely familiar with. I'm not by far an expert at it, but I did get LDCC to work with RCXs, with programming languages. And so the RCX one would send notifications to the LDCC, and it worked fantastically. Again, look up Palisade Villa on it's probably the top, my first 20 videos I've ever created on this site on YouTube. It's way back when. It's like 2006 or something. It's like way back when. Yeah, I had fun with this. You can see it's going to working now, and I'm happy that it has 2 power pickups and the wire's long enough. And my only downside is the wiring coming out of the front piece. But in the end, I'm not gonna at all complain about that. But as I gotta turn this off again. I gotta watch it again. Yes, I sometimes impress myself. I do like the headlights. I mean those. And again, I'm gonna say this. Getting these 4 1x1 trans yellow plates lit up was tough, because you had to run a lot of wires through other bricks to get the wires there, first of all, to get the LEDs there. And then when you it's a lot more weak, because I drilled a lot of holes in a lot of bricks to get the lights there. But I think it was, in the end, that is nice. It really is. Now, what I should do, and I think one of these was also, no, they don't look that bad. Oh, wrong way. I was going to say I should clean that up, but I'm not going to. I think that's nice. I think that's perfect. I think that's good enough for the layout. I think that's good enough for, so this is the one train that I'm not going to bother trying to ever get back to battery operated because of all the wiring that's in it. I couldn't fit a battery box in here right now. The original, without all the wiring, the battery boxes fit in these things perfectly. It's 8 studs long and 4 studs wide. The battery box fit wonderfully in there. But then I put all this wiring in there, and not so much. So, again, it is my oldest monorail. It really is my oldest monorail, and as we found out, I just wore out 2 monorail plates, base plates, car plate plates, because of how long this thing has run. And this is also, again, de facto reason why I decided to go with the RCXs. Because again, I could just use 4, 5 train controllers and walk away and let the trains run all day. Because I haven't killed a monorail motor yet. They've run every single show for the last 20 years. So they run like this. But having them stop will make them run longer. So, and hopefully also not as yes, I go for a lot. Like that's pretty slow, eh? That's not too bad. And then there's the next step. And then there's the next step. And then there's the next step. And that's full. Yeah, okay, I've had enough. I think you probably had enough of listening to me. 52 minutes. This is a much better video. This is going to be uploaded, and I will not be deleting it. So, everybody out there, I do want to talk about. Ow, right. I'm just gonna let it run. It's been a while since I've said this. Honestly, goodness, I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a busy few months for me. By the time you see this, it'll be June something, but we're still in May, and I haven't even done Anime North yet, which is why I fixed this thing up. And I will have hopefully done a live. That's my plan. If I didn't do it, and you guys see this video and you say, "Oh, Dave, you didn't do a live," I'm sorry. But my plan is to do a live, so expect to see it if you see it. If you don't see it, I apologize. For me, in advance, by the time you see it, it'll be far after the fact. I had a friend say, it's kind of sad that I've got videos so far ahead, like a month ahead, that and people send me texts, "Oh, Dave, that was a great video." Okay, I have to go looking at what video it is because that's a month ago. I might stop. I just been preparing for all the different shows that I want to do, and so I've been excited, and I've had a lot to talk about. So I do appreciate you suffering through this time span of videos dropped at the end of June that were made at like May. I don't know what today it is today. May 16th, May 19th. So I'm still a month ahead. So this will be dropped a month after today. So this is Sunday. Next weekend, so in 6 days, I will be at Anime North, and well, 5 days because today is Sunday now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be at Anime North for 5 days from now. I will be there at noon. I think the doors open at 5 on Friday. We have a much bigger space. I don't know why I'm saying this because you guys won't hear it till afterwards. So I might make another video that will drop sometime this week for this. But I've had such a good time at my previous 2 Anime North that I know I'm gonna have a good time at this one. And we got a much bigger space, and they expect good stuff, and I'm bringing my stuff, good or not, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, what I wanted to say is I hope everybody out there is honestly doing well. I know I've been keeping up with a lot of you through text and emails and Facebooks, and even, yes, the comment section in my YouTube videos. If you want to, again, there's no pressure from me for you guys to leave comments. Never has been. But if you feel like leaving it, I'm going to respond. And so my hope and great wish is that you guys are all doing well with whatever you want to do. I know that I've been, again, many times over, singularly blessed in my life with the friends and family I have, and the ability to acquire what I want to do with my time. And I appreciate that I have had a lot of blessings in my life, and I just feel like at least virtually sharing some of the blessings with you people by saying, I hope somebody finds this stuff interesting. I will still make videos even if nobody finds it interesting, because I find it interesting. So, but anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, take care of yourself, because you're the only person you have to live with your entire life. So I realized that when I was in my teenage years, and I want to be very clear. I had an awesome childhood. I love my parents. My parents loved me. There was never any doubt in my mind about what my life was about, and the people around me were just salt of the earth, just pillars of the community, just wonderful people. So I know I've been blessed, 100%. I know it, and I know it just by people saying you have so many classic space sets. I was at the right time. Through this whole thing, I was at the right time. Because had I been older, would I have liked Lego, that era of Lego, so much? Because again, I noticed, sorry, go off in this tangent. I stumbled across this YouTube video the other day. It was somebody who says, oh, the 10 greatest sets that I regret not buying when they were available in the store. And they were all, sets in the last 5-7 years. Because Lego releases a set and then discontinues it within a year or two, or sometimes less, and they regret. And I am reminded of a scene from the newsroom, but like they didn't even get back to 1999. That's like 2010 was the oldest set in the list. 2010. You know what sets I regret not buying? 3-digit sets. Like the 70s. And that's me going back there. But then that's my youth. And so this kid's talking about his youth, like in his teenage years when he had money. Now he's 20 something, I guess, and he has the money. But now those sets that were released in 2010, the ISD, not the first one, which I have right here, but the re-release one that wasn't out that long ago. I don't know what year it came out. I don't care what year it came out, but it wasn't that long ago, and he regrets not buying it. And I see why, because now you go on whatever the marketplaces or whoever's selling them on Bricklink, they're thousands of dollars now. It's like Apocalypseburg or whatever from Lego Movie 2, which was a bunch of years ago now. And so you can only buy it on the used market now, or the reselling market, and it's worth a lot of money. Cloud City, I think somebody mentioned in the thread, and I think that was the oldest set. The Cloud City came out, I don't know, after 2000, obviously, but it was, they regret not buying it when they had the chance from the store. And I would say, out of all the Star Wars sets, I wanted to buy that one. I really did. I thought that was a really cool set. It reminded me of the Kenner sets what my cousins had when I was young in my teens, and they bought the Kenner sets, the Millennium Falcon and the Cloud Cities and blah blah, the X-Wings and all that stuff. I regret not buying Cloud City, because it wasn't that much. Well, it was some money back then, but not what you're paying for it now. And that brought up another point that somebody might on my channel about how expensive certain pieces are. Like, okay, I didn't want to go off on this tangent, but right now, if we go here, turn on my laptop for no reason whatsoever. Uno momento, por favor. Monorail Motors just laying around. Blessed right here. It's me falling asleep because my laptop takes so long to log into. I don't know what to do with these guys. I really don't. Okay, alrighty, stop spinning. Log in. I know I just booted. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Google Chrome. Google Chrome. Start that. Of course, my laptop is still booting. Dave. Lego. I'm actually gonna go to Lugnet. And I'm gonna go into set reference. And I'm gonna go into 6940. Boom. If I remember correctly. It's been a while. Oh, it's not 6940. Son of a pup. That's how bad my memory's getting. Bad tracks. Okay, let's just go Blacktron 1. Blacktron 1. I was alive when there was only Blacktron. I bought from the store. The stuff I do not regret. Okay, set inventory. And then I'm going to scroll down to yellow. Get out of here. Because I wanted to, I could have probably just gone to Bricklink first. Yellow, I'm going to copy and paste that. 3606. Copy that. Now I'm going to go to Bricklink. And I'm going to see, because I mentioned this, I don't know exactly. I do not know. So Dave, Lego, Bricklink, which is below Lugnet. That's BrickFet. I keep on doing that. BrickFet doesn't, I miss BrickFet. It's my second bookmark. Bricklink.com. It's .com. Feet. That's a deep cut. I want to do tile 2x2 with black rail 7-line pattern, and I want to do it in yellow. Select color. I'm going to be yellow, and known colors yellow. Lots for sale. Let's see the cheapest. There are 24 lots on Bricklink for yellow 2x2 tiles with 7-line pattern, and the cheapest one. Let's me scroll down. $11.45 for one tile, 2x2 yellow tile. Now, 2x2 yellow tiles, ubiquitous. 2x2 yellow tiles with lines on them, not ubiquitous. And the reason why they're not ubiquitous, is they came in 9 sets. That was only one set. Oh, this is white. So this is the yellow came in one set, the Renegade. So the cheapest is $11.99 for one 2x2 tile. This is astounding to me. $11.49. Then it goes pretty much up quickly to $20, $22. And these are used. $27. You're scrolling down more. $28, $29, $34, $35. $57 is the most expensive. No, that's CA, Canada. $57 is the most expensive 2x2 yellow tile with 7 black stripes on it. $57. Starts at $11.49. $57. So if you want to build a Renegade from scratch, and you have to get 2, so you're spending $23 minimum, $23 on 2 yellow tiles. The other one that the Renegade has that is not as rare, but I'm gonna see how expensive that is. Let's do this. We're on Bricklink. 9 sets. No, 1. Go find one. Renegade. 6954. Don't. I knew there was a 4 in it. 203 parts. The other, there's actually 2 more pieces in here that are very, very rare. Yellow cone 4x4x2 with axle hole. And the cheapest one is yellow. Lots for sale. Come on. Just go lots for sale. Yellow. 49 stores. Cheapest $3.75. That's not bad for a yellow cone if you need one. And they only have 1. So then the next cheapest one is $4. $4 for a yellow cone. So now we're gonna go find one more piece here, and I'll talk about it when I get there. The yellow plate modified 1x2 with long stud holder, Space Wing, 4596. Only came in, I believe, in yellow. It only came in the Renegade. Let me see. Go scroll on yellow. Is there a part 2 here? Blue. Yeah, there's has to be a page 2. Oh, yellow. Oh, it came in 2 sets. Message, intercept, base. Okay, another black shot set. So, but let's see what the price guide is for the. Go back here. This is me doing all this without a mouse. I want to say lots for sale. Yellow, and see how expensive these are. Cheapest $10. $10 for a yellow plate modified 1x2 with long stud holder space wing. $10 is the cheapest, and I only have one, so you have to buy 2. So the next one is $12. It's like, oh my goodness. So the Renegade is a very, very expensive set, because just what we just talked about, it's like $25, we'll just say, round up for the 2 tiles. It is now $25 for the 2 wing plates, and it's $10 for the cones. So for those 6 pieces, you're spending $60 just for those 6 pieces. It's like $60. Now, again, if you want to start talking about it, the rest of the pieces are, I won't say ubiquitous. I just like using that word. They're not rare. The rest of the pieces in the Renegade are not rare. And I don't know how much. Maybe there's a more expensive piece in there, like the 1x2 black brick with yellow stripes on it. I don't know. I didn't check that one out. But something tells me that that's not that expensive. Although, we're right here, so let's have a quick look. A black 1x2 brick with vertical stripes on it. Yellow stripes. Want to get me up to the bricks? Come on. I need to use the mouse better. I need to use the mouse at all. 3004 PO5. Let's see how much this one is. Let's go down here. Lots for sale. There's none for sale. Oh wait, that's black. That's what I thought it was yellow. Black. And the cheapest one here is $2.90. So they're not that expensive. $2.90. And you need 2 of them. So it's, $6. So 8 pieces, you're up to $60. $60 to build a Renegade. And that's just for those 8 pieces. I'm looking through the rest of the pieces. Not too many expensive pieces that I can see. Maybe the black slope 45 1x2. Let's see, a black lot here. The cheapest price is $2. Okay, so that's $64 now. What's this piece? Oh, sorry, $68 because you need 4 of them. So, this one, how expensive this one is. The 2x2 slope with the printing on it. $1.36. So yeah, now we're going down. So let's see this, the black vertical stripes on it. And black vertical stripes is 15 cents. Walk in the park. That's so $68 for 10 specific parts you need for the Renegade. And then the rest are just, you can pull out of your collection if you have a collection like mine. Like without those 8 parts, I could probably build 20 Renegades. Like seriously. The rest of the parts are not rare at all. There's no other fan. Oh wait, there's one more. Let's talk about that for a sec. Let's see if I can find it in here. It's gonna be the black wedge 4x4 taper that has the Blacktron logo on it, and there's 175 lots on Bricklink right now, and the cheapest one is $1.50. So again, that's not expensive. Reconstituting classic space sets. Again, classic space in this context from 1978 to 1999. Reconstituting classic space sets. It's hit and miss. Depends on what, like, just off the top of my head, I knew the yellow 2x2 tile with black stripes only came in a Renegade, really. That little 1x2 wing plate, whatever, came in a Renegade, and I forgot that came in a message intercept base. You think about other sets. The FX Star Patroller had the 2 1x1 trans yellow bricks. Didn't see those two. I don't know how rare they are, but it took me a while to get some for an inexpensive charge. Forget the printed bricks like the 924, the 928, the 918. Those bricks are, I don't know how expensive they are on Bricklink. I'm too lazy to look them up now. But those are the specific pieces you would need if you're reconstituting a Galaxy Explorer or 924918. Other than that, the rest of the pieces, not that rare, right? The 1x2 with space logo on it, not a rare piece. Again, I don't know how much they actually cost, but they're not rare. And you go to a sticker shop, a third-party sticker like brickstickershop.com. He did sponsor this. Does no sponsors. I get no sponsors. But you can get those stickers to put on the brick. So it's cheating-ish, but I've done it. Not on my classic Space Sets. So you just go through the list. The 6x6 trans yellow plate only came in the 6971. Two of them came in that one. Again, I don't know how expensive it is, but it only came in that set. The trans clear shield came in the mobile tracking center. This is 8, whatever this 3-digit set number is. Those are extremely expensive. Let's see what that is. I'm actually curious about that one. See if that's more expensive than what we just talked about here. I'm gonna go mobile tracking station. I think that's the name of it. It is. Look at that. Mobile ground tracking station. 65 parts. And one of them is going to be a trans clear. Go down to trans clear. Trans clear minifigure shield. Circular ridge face with stud. Not applicable dark gray trans clear. There's 82 lots. Let's see what the cheapest one is. I bet you it's busted too. $436. Handle completely broken off. So that's the other thing you have to look out for in Bricklink. So we want to find without handle snapped off, bar missing, no handle, handle is broken. Holy crap! All these. Oh, okay. We got one with good condition. Here it is. $16.56 for one. That's the one without a broken handle. That's the cheapest on Bricklink. $17, and you need two. So that's if you're trying to reconstitute the mobile tracking station, that's going to cost you $32 just to get the 2 trans clear shields. I'm trying to think of anything else back then that was very unique, and I'm sure there's lots. Oh, the gray antenna. So here you go. Let's look that up. That's got to be something. 928. Enter. Just set 928, and we go Galaxy Explorer, and we go into parts list. Because I'm actually curious right now to see what that. There was a lot that I was gonna buy on the marketplaces. I saw a white antenna, and I haven't had a white antenna since before the big melt. I've had some translucent, milky white antennas, but a solid white one. So this released in 1969 to 1987. There might be some here. Light gray, 166 lots. I can guarantee the first bunch of ones are broken. Half the spikes are missing. Yeah, it happens. Pieces missing. One spike broken, cracked, broken. One stud broken, one spoke broken. End prong is bent. One spoke is missing. One spoke is bent. Damaged but still intact. Okay, is good. Complete condition. So that, this is even more expensive than the last one. One light gray antenna without being broken. That's what the picture can provided. $18.48. One antenna. I'm gonna do one more before I go to bed because this is already too long. 6, 9, 8. No, 7. Oh, that's fine. Let's do it this way. Message intercept base. I used to have this bookmarked. The part. It was in my wanted list for the longest time. But I think I took it out because again, my max was 33. I had 33 trans yellow quarter domes. I'm now done. I think 12 in the layout and 7 here, so 19. I sold a bunch. Okay, trans yellow, here we go. Trans yellow panel 10 by 10 by 12 quarter dome, 2409. Let's just see what the cheapest one is. And I think out of all the different trans, this is going to be the worst. Wow, $7.76. That came, oh, pretty much perfect. Very much. Really? $7? That's a bargain by any stretch. I don't know if the guy is like pulling our leg, because the next one next to it is $32. So the first one is, hey guys, by the way, there's a $7 quarter dome on the Bricklink right now. Oh my goodness. I might get it. And the next one is $32. And the most expensive one, let's see, I saw this the other year to see what they're up to now. $51. Oh, there's a page 2. Oh, of course there's a page 2. The one trans yellow quarter dome, $120. Parted out from a brand new 6987, may still have small scratches as long storage location change and other trans yellow parts in the same original plastic bag from Lego. So a brand new trans yellow quarter dome, $120. Anywho, that's my little walk down memory lane. 1 hour, 16 minutes. I meant to get off this thing a while back. You guys all stay safe. Take care. I hope you're doing well, as I said already. So I'm not going to repeat myself. Talk to you.